Hi everyone, I hope you're okay, and I hope that the videos we keep uploading are helping you out. On this video guys, I'll be tackling question number 8 from the mid-year examination which was written in the province of KwaZulu-Natal in the year of 2024. Please do expect a total number of 10 videos since the question paper guys had 10 questions in total. And please guys do take this seriously because I strongly believe that knowing how to tackle exam questions will give you an edge whenever you write your mid-year exam, your preliminary exam, and most importantly your final examination. So please do share the video to your peers so that they may have the same edge as you. And please guys do help us grow the channel by just subscribing. Okay, the diagram below shows the graph of f of x, and then we are told that a, b, and c are the x-intercepts of the graph. D and E are the turning points of the graph. Okay, whenever guys the examiner is giving us the equation of a cubic function like this, the examiner is telling us two things. The sign of A over there will tell us the shape of the graph, excuse me, and then this term over here is just the y-intercept of our graph. So I know the shape of my graph and my y-intercept. If the graph was not drawn, I was going to draw it simply because I know these two things, and I can obviously calculate the x-intercepts. Okay, 8.1, they want us to calculate the coordinates of A, B, and C. A, B, and C represents the x-intercept, right? And guys, whenever I want to find my x-intercepts, I don't care what kind of a function I have. All I have to do is to make y 0 and solve for x. So f of x is equal to negative x cubed plus 10x squared minus 17x minus 28. Are you together? Whenever I want to solve, whenever I want to find my x-intercepts, rather, I must always make y 0 and then solve for x. Negative x cubed plus 10x squared minus 17x minus 28. I can simply transpose this, or rather bring this to the other side. I'll have positive x cubed minus 10x squared plus 17x plus 28. This will be equal to 0. All I have to do now is to go and find the one of the roots by trial and error. If ever guys you substitute different values of x on this expression over here, on that expression, you must find the value of x that will give you 0. Let's go with negative 1 because I think this is negative 1. It's closer to the origin. Negative 1 cubed minus 10 times negative 1 squared plus 17 times negative 1 plus 28, and this gives me 0. So since negative 1 gives me 0, f of negative 1 is 0, I'll simply write x plus 1 over here. After finding x plus 1, guys, I must just find the trinomial that belongs there. To find the first term of my trinomial, what do I need to do? Divide this term and that term. I'll simply get x squared, and then whenever I divide this term with that term, that's just positive 28. For me to find the middle term, I just need to take the negative 10 squared, subtract it to this product over there. Let me use color green. Take the negative 10 squared, subtract it to that product over there. You simply have negative 10x squared minus 1x squared. This will simply give us negative 11x squared. But whenever I write the middle term over there, I'll never write 11x squared, but I'll simply write negative 11x because it will be squared whenever I multiply with that x over there. Okay, and then now let's try to have our things a bit neat. Okay, Now I've found my factors. Guys, there are many ways to do this thing. I think my method is quicker, but if you want to do your synthetic division, please stick with it. There's nothing wrong there. Just know that you are doing all that struggle to find this term over there. Okay. Now let's continue factorizing x plus 1. I simply want the factors of 28. That's when I add will give me 11. That's basically, I'll simply have x and x, 7 and 4. The sign there, it's plus, the brackets will have the same sign, but not just any sign, the sign of the middle term. That's minus and minus. So therefore, the x-intercept, I have x is equal to -1. The other one, x is equal to 7. And then I have x is equal to 4. So that means over there, the x value there, that's 1, that's 4, and that's 7 over there. So whenever I write my coordinates, I'll simply say A, -1 and 0, B, 4 and 0, and then C, that's 7 and 0. Okay, now they want us to calculate the coordinates of D and E. Remember that, guys, D and E represent our turning point, right? For me to find the coordinates of the turning point, I should know what happens at the turning point. At the turning point, guys, the derivative of my curve is always equal to 0. Is always equal to 0. So I can simplify the derivative. F prime of x is basically -3x squared plus 20x minus 17. At the turning point, f prime of x is always equal to 0. Therefore, -3x squared plus 20x minus 17 is equal to 0. You can divide each and every term by -1. You'll end up having 3x squared minus 20x plus 17 is equal to 0. Then we can simply factorize. You'll have 3x, x, 17 and 1. The sign there is just plus. That means your two signs should have the same sign. Your two brackets rather should have the same sign, but not just any sign, the sign of the middle term, minus and minus. So x is basically 17 over 3, or x is equal to 1. What did they want? The full coordinates. Okay, I now know that I simply have 17 over 3 there as my x value. And then over here, I simply have 1 as my x value. All I have to do is to go and find the corresponding y value. So f of 1 will simply be -1 cubed plus 10 times 1 minus 17 times 1 minus 28. This will basically give me -1 plus 10 minus 17 minus 28. This will give me -36. So the coordinates of D is just 1 rather, and -36. -36. Okay, let's go and find the corresponding y value for the other coordinates. I simply have -x cubed. That's -17 over 3 cubed plus 10x squared, 17 over 3 squared minus 17 multiplied by minus 17x. Remember our x is 17 over 3. There's minus 28 as well. So our answer is just 400 over 27. The corresponding y value, 400 over 27. So whenever I'm writing there, the coordinates of D, I have 1 and -36, and then E is 17 over 3 and 400 divided by 27. Okay, now I'm supposed to determine the values of x for which my graph is concave down. The graph will be concave down, guys, if and only if the second derivative is less than 0. Are you together? My graph, let me write over there. F of x is equal to negative x cubed plus 10x squared minus 17x minus 28. Ne? Okay. And then my first derivative will simply be negative 3x squared plus 20x minus 17. Therefore, my second derivative is basically equal to negative 6x squared plus 20. My second derivative is less than 0, guys. Are you together? For concave down, always make sure that your second derivative is less than 0. Then solve for the inequality. Solve for the inequality. Né? Okay, that's basically negative 6x plus 20 is less than 0. That's negative 6x is less than a negative 20. Therefore, x is greater than 20 over 6, which can be written as 10 over 3. X is greater than 10 over 3. So my graph will be concave down whenever x is greater than 10 over 3. Okay, and then now I'm being asked, where is my f prime of x increasing? Okay, if I were to draw my derivative graph, okay, let me analyze this using a derivative graph. It would simply be something like this. Okay, and my derivative graph would be increasing. Remember that the x value over there will be the x value at the turning point. That's 1, and that's 17 over 3. And then over there, the turning point will be the x value at the point of inflection. Eh? Okay, let me indicate it using an asymptote. That's basically 10 over 3. Okay, why is my derivative increasing? The derivative, guys, will be increasing. Like, you must scan your derivative graph moving from left to right. As we move from left to right, our derivative function is going up, which simply means it's increasing. And whenever we are moving from the point of inflection downwards, our derivative function is going down. So it simply means that my derivative will be increasing if and only if x is less than 10 over 3. Okay, so I can now conclude that, okay, my derivative is increasing whenever my graph is concave up, and my derivative is decreasing whenever my graph is concave down. Okay, you can come up with that conclusion. Yeah? So that's how, guys, we're supposed to tackle the 8th question over there. So please, guys, do stay tuned and wait for more videos. Thank you.